Hi, this is me, Joe from Gatchmania Gaming. I did a video and I did a short video on if you're a dasher and somebody comments really quickly that you should not run the order. I think that was taken out of context. Um, and that could be my fault, plain and simple. But I want to clarify that if you accept an order, and as soon as you get the order, the customer is already texting you before you have a chance to look at it, before you have a chance to see where you're going or who it's to or where you have to go to pick up. I mean, obviously, when you accept the order, you know where you're going, but you get what I mean. But before you have a chance to do anything, and they're already texting you saying something very, very specific. In my experience, in those situations, those are the kind of orders that's going to give you either take away your tip every time that's happened for me. Um, Give me a bad rating regardless of how fast I am. Uh, Say I did not deliver the food right away. Um, when I even have a picture and I have to call DoorDash and verify who I am and tell them, hey, I sent a picture. Here's my picture, because I always send a picture if I leave it at the door. Unless the person actually gets handed the order, then that's a different story. I sent it to the wrong address. Um, but usually, when the customer is texting me right on the spot, now there is exceptions. Like if it's something very specific, like I want to make sure you know where the order is. I am at such and such an address. That's one thing. But when you're asking me where the food is or why I'm taking so long when I just got the order. Um, if it's something that's very almost attacking or defensive, that's not a good thing. Maybe they already got somebody that had a bad situation and they dropped the order for whatever reason. Um, but I have had three of those over the last 24 hours. Two of them, one of them I dropped. One of them I actually called DoorDash and had them cancel. The other one I was trying to be nice and actually delivered because the customer was saying that people were dropping the order. And after I delivered the order, there was no light at the house. There was no number on the house. I delivered, and they turned around and said I was rude when the only thing I did was put it at their door because it said leave at the door. I put it at the door, um, and I took a picture of it, and I said I don't know if this is. I tried to text them because I couldn't really see the number. I pulled out a flashlight to try to find the right house. There was no house number, there was no light, but the house beside it was two digits higher than that house, and it was Main Street is the main house. So I mean, common sense says that if this house is, let's say, 209 and I'm supposed to deliver the 207, then this house has to be 207 because the next house after that is 205. Common sense. But yeah, that's I'm trying to clarify on the message that was put to on the short and to clarify it. Now, if I have an order and I'm telling the customer I'm having a problem dropping off, and the customer responds right away, which again, typically in my 6 years of running DoorDash, they don't, 90 times out of 10, they don't respond very fast. So when you get somebody who actually responds right on the spot, then I'm grateful. I'd send a message to the customer and saying, thank you for responding so fast. I try to give positive feedback. I try to be a positive enforcer. Um, but yeah, I wanted to clarify, and I'm doing this video to clarify that, and I'm going to keep stressing this, that as a dasher, if the person is, uh, you know, sending me a message as soon as I accept the order, before I have a chance to look at it, and I don't even have a chance to even look at who I'm picking up for or the address, much less seeing what the customer's name is, and they're already messaging me, yeah, that's a red flag. Um, Now, again, just to clarify, if I have a problem and I'm getting hold of the customer, or the customer gets a hold of me because of a long wait time, and maybe I'm on, like today, I was on the phone with DoorDash about this other customer that would message me almost right away. I was on the phone with DoorDash, and long story short, basically, I delivered an order earlier in the day, to the same address to their son, and they told me it was that address, and I tried texting them to say, I can't find their house. There's no the house. The one house is 209. The house beside it doesn't have a house number. There's no light. There's I was shining a flashlight on it for almost 5 minutes trying to find the house number, and I couldn't. I was pretty sure that was it, but I spent 5 minutes trying to figure it out, and finally the sidewalk was all blocked, so I left it pretty much where I can get to without stepping on anything. And I texted the customer. I said, I pretty much said, I don't know if this is the right house, but there's no house number on it. I don't see a light. There's no light on. I'm using my flashlight. I'm trying to make sure you get your order. Can you let me know I got your order? You're not responding, but this is my way of trying to make sure you get your order. And I don't know exactly what was said at the moment, but I tried to be respectful. I tried to leave them a message. When I got done, I got no reply when I texted the customer. I tried calling the customer, got no response, no call back. And I said, I did the best I can. I can't, hopefully I'm right. If I'm wrong, please let me know. I can fix it. No response, no response. The person later on, their mom, I guess, messaged me later on, just for an example. I accepted a double order. And as soon as I accepted the double order, I'm already getting a message saying, pretty much, what's taking so long? I just accepted the order. I'm across town. Um, why are you taking so long? I don't understand why it's taking so long for my food to get here. That's my red flag right there. I had no idea who it was. So I had to look and figure out who it was because I had two orders. And that was before I even had a chance to even see what I got. I mean, literally, as soon as I accepted both orders, I got a message, what's taking so long? Where's my food? That is the kind of message that has a red flag to me that tells me to drop the order. And I wanted to clarify. As I was getting to the store, I said, I have to drive across town. I just got the order. Give me a few minutes and I'll get there. And as I was driving, I got thinking about it because it was the same order I delivered earlier. And I said, I wasn't sure if I delivered to the right house, but the house I delivered to had no light. And I went through and described it. And then I said, was that correct? Because I said, and then I turned around and said, I want to make sure I get you your order. The person complained and turned around and said I was being rude. And I was like, I just tried to clarify, which maybe I should have just let it go. But I tried to clarify. I said, I just want to make sure I get to the right house. And they're like, well, you're being rude. And finally, I called up DoorDash. I did not respond after that. I called DoorDash and I said, here's the deal. And this was tonight. And I said, here's the deal. This person's calling me rude, which I don't care what I'm being called. But the person was pretty much being attacking. And I said, I don't feel safe. And DoorDash actually canceled the order for me and actually made sure they're not count against me. But that's the kind of orders in my experience that gives you bad ratings. Say you didn't deliver the food, says you delivered the wrong house, which they did end up saying from the earlier order. Um, that's what I'm talking about. Um, So hopefully this clarifies my short, and this makes a lot more sense. Um, I don't usually try to make a video to clarify a short because I hope my shorts come out clear, but sometimes I know it's not going to happen. So I want to make sure you guys understand where I'm coming from. I have dashed for 6 years. Um, I did it full time for the last 2 years. I'm now back down to part time because I found another job that pays really well, and it's a supplement to the job. But I've done this for 6 years. I've done Uber and Lyft and Instacart. So I am very familiar with these kind of businesses. And in my experience, when people message you right on the spot, as soon as you accept an order, drop it. That's my experience in my 6 years. Is every time it's a bad situation. Um, I know there's reports of people being bad delivery drivers. That's I try to do the best I can do. Um, I've been a top dasher virtually, even going out of part time. I've been a top dasher for virtually the last 3 years nonstop. So I have done over 10,000 deliveries. So I like to think I know what I'm talking about, but sometimes what my delivery on my messages don't come out clear. Um, and I think that's what happened with the short. I said the best tip I can give you, the biggest tip I can give for delivering DoorDash, um, I don't think came out clear. So I apologize for that, and hopefully this clears that up, and we're good. Please like, share, and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. I don't have a problem getting thumbs down, and I really do appreciate the comments because that made it me understand where you guys are coming from and made me realize I need to do another video to cover that so you understand where I'm coming from. Um, thank you very much, and hopefully this video can clarify that short and let you know that I appreciate when people give me feedback, um, videos, DoorDashing, whatever. I want feedback. I cannot get better as a person without feedback. Um, but yeah, appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Let's keep this going. Um, I wish I could be a better content creator. I do the best I can, but I wish I could be better. Bad hair day. I'm trying to be Wolverine on one side and nice and clean on the other. Full beard. Um, yeah, I gotta be silly. That's who I am. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. Please like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, simple thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Um, and yeah, keep it coming. Keep those messages coming. I appreciate you. Have a good day.